Mr. Sprague.
Thank you, Chairman Stearns, Ranking Member DeGatt, and other members, committee members. My name is George Andrew Sprague. I'm the owner of Union County Biodiesel, along with my partner, Terry Zintel, who is here with me today. We represent 3 biodiesel plants, one that is currently located in Newburgh, Indiana, one in South Roxana, Illinois, and we have begun to work with a biodiesel plant that is owned by 300 farmers in Moberly, Missouri. So we employ about 30 people in our small biodiesel company. For the purpose of this testimony, I'm here, as Congressman Whitfield said, as a farmer, an engineer, and now a biodiesel entrepreneur. I hate to say it, that part's not working out real good right now, and that's why we're obviously here before you. We, as small producers and private business owners, we do not have corporate war chests to weather business and governmental calamities that occur. When these issues happen, we go to the bank. And many of you have reviewed issues with the banking industry, so you know how well that works right now, going to banks for loans. We have to liquidate personal assets. My children's college fund is invested in my biodiesel plant. While that's meant to tug on your heartstrings, and hopefully it does bring light to the fact that this is a very, very serious issue, one that can't be taken lightly. A little bit of history about the RIN Fraud program. In 2011, we, like New Leaf, had a banner year. All of our facilities did well. We were selling our RINs to our customers via a transfer of a wet gallon, and those RINs were being disposed of to the obligated parties, either via brokers or through direct contracts with the obligated parties. We had heard the rumblings of problems, of fraud, and that started to make everyone nervous. Literally, January 2nd of this year, I had customers on the phone calling me saying, "We can't sell your RINs. If we can't sell your RINs, we can't buy your biodiesel." So literally, on January 2nd, we were out of business. We did begin a process of our own due diligence with obligated parties, and we're able to make contacts with obligated parties, and we're able to get some obligated parties receiving our RINs again. And to date, we are in business, but it's not as good as it should be. As an example of how this problem is very serious, we had one customer who sold or purchased 60 million gallons of biodiesel from many producers, obviously not from us specifically, who has yet to buy a gallon of biodiesel this year. That's a large quantity that's just taken out of the market. In January, I spoke with my congressman, Mr. Whitfield, to try to get an audience with EPA to discuss this problem. And he helped me get that audience with several members of EPA who are on the panel in the second panel. First, I'd like to say that my experience with them was very positive. They were very cooperative. They explained why things were the way they were, but they also said they're bound by certain rules and restrictions that they have to operate under as well. Cutting through the chase, we have a problem. We can point fingers, we can say who did what and why we did it and why we didn't do it, but ultimately we've got to fix the problem. The program is not broke. Many people may want to use this as a reason to abandon the program. This program is not broke. In late 2011, most of us were quite surprised that it was working as well as it did. I hate to say this, but from the private sector, when something in government works really well, you kind of scratch your head a little bit and go, well, they did do a good job. And so most of us in the industry felt like we had a good program. Industry-based, it was meeting the needs that it needed to, but we did have a problem. So hopefully here today, through our testimonies, both written and oral, we can talk about those. I think one thing we must admit is that nobody really saw this coming, and because nobody saw it coming, we really don't need to be pointing fingers. But the industry is coming up with a independent third-party verification program that is going to fix the problem if left to its own accord. What we hope for is an even playing field, though. EPA needs to be involved in what the rules of this program are going to be. The private sector will solve this problem. The obligated parties, they did not do their due diligence as they should. We did not get calls from due diligence providers till late in 2011. That water's under the bridge. But obviously, this independent third-party methodology will fix the program. So we ask that you consider our testimonies and allow industry to step forth and fix this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pack.